Ankit in front of you, science teacher from Suraj School, Mahendragarh. In last video, I taught you about nutrition in animals. Today, I am going to teach you nutrition in animals, that is the digestion process how take place in human beings. As we know that in human beings, digestion start from mouth. In buccal cavity or mouth, there are mainly three parts, that is tongue, teeth, and third one is salivary gland. These are the basically three parts of the buccal cavity that play an important role in the process of digestion. First, I am talking about tongue. Tongue is a muscular organ that help in mixing saliva that is produced by the salivary gland mixing in the food, and also it help in detect the different kinds of taste in food. Okay, the main function of tongue is first detect different kind of taste. Okay, in the tongue there are taste buds are present that help in detecting the different kinds of taste like bitter, sour, sweet, salty. All types of taste is detected by our tongue. Second function is help in speaking. We know that tongue is also play an important role while we are speak. Third, help in mixing saliva in food. Okay, tongue help in mixing saliva in the food that is produced by the salivary gland. Okay, these are the main function of the tongue. Then teeth. There are basically two types of teeth in human beings, that is permanent teeth and milk teeth. Milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth are fall off at the age of 10. Okay, after that it is replaced by the permanent teeth. Milk teeth are 20 in number, that is 10 in each jaw, and permanent teeth are 32 in number, that is 16 in each jaw. There are mainly four types of permanent teeth that present in our mouth. These are the incisors, canines, premolar and molar. Okay, these are the basically four types of permanent teeth. Incisor are the front teeth that present in the front of our mouth. Okay, incisor help in cutting and biting the food. The main function of incisor is cutting and biting the food. Canines, they are next to the incisor. Okay, other than next on the both side of the incisor, that is canines are present that are used for tearing. Okay, when we want to tear something, then we use our canines. Okay, next to the incisor, and these are used for biting and cutting. Okay, then molar and premolar, these are used to crush and grind the food. Okay, premolar and molars, both type of teeth are used for crush and grind the food. Okay, basically there are four types of teeth. Incisor, these are the front teeth, then next canines, then premolar and molars. Incisor are used for biting and cutting the food, canines for tearing, premolar and molar are used to crush and grind the food. Okay, these are the basically four types of permanent teeth. Then talking about salivary gland. Salivary gland produce saliva. Okay, saliva is a watery substance that present in the mouth. It make food soft and slippery. Okay, saliva make food soft and slippery that it easily push in the oesophagus or food pipe, then it transfer to the stomach. Okay, so saliva is a watery substance that present in the mouth. It make food soft and slippery, and it also help in digestion of starch. It converts starch into sugar. Okay, these are the main function of saliva that is produced by salivary gland. Then food is from the mouth is stomach, reach to the stomach by the help of food pipe or oesophagus. In food pipe or oesophagus there are no digestion take place. It is a muscular, it is made by the muscles, and it gently push food from mouth to the stomach in a wave like action. That is wave like action is called peristalsis. Okay, that is food pipe or oesophagus, and that is food. The food move in the oesophagus in a wave like action, that is called peristalsis. Okay, then food reach to the stomach. In the stomach food stay from few minutes to the few hour. It depend on the type of food that we eat. Okay, it maybe remains in few minutes or few hours, or it also stay in the stomach for a long time. It depend on the type of food we eat. In the stomach, the inner lining secrete mucus. Okay, inner lining of stomach secrete mucus. Second, hydrochloric acid, and third one is digestive juices. Okay, mucus protect the inner lining of the stomach. Okay, mucus, it protect the inner lining of the stomach. HCl, it help in kill the bacteria that enter along with our food, and digestive juices help in the further digestion of the food. It mainly digests the protein into simpler forms. Then it partially digested food is transferred to the, and also in the stomach, the food then transfer into the small intestine. In small intestine, there are finger-like projections present that help in the absorption of food. In small intestine, also liver secrete bile juice that is stored in the gallbladder, and pancreas secrete pancreatic juice in the stomach that is help in the further digestion of the food. That is liver produce the bile juice that is help in the digestion of fats. Pancreas produce the pancreatic juice that help in the changing starch into sugar and proteins into amino acids. Then this food is absorbed by the finger-like projections called villi. Okay, it increase the surface area for the absorption. These villi are the finger-like projection that increase the surface area for the absorption, and they are connected, or they are very close to the surface of the blood capillaries. From there, the important nutrients that present in the food is absorbed by the body fluid like blood, and then it transferred to the all the body parts. That process is called assimilation. But all the food that we eat is not digested by our body. There are some part of the food that is not digested in the food are transferred into the large intestine. In large intestine, the water from the food is absorbed, and then a solid waste is remain. This solid waste is then stored in the rectum. Okay, and then at the time of ejection, that is to when we want to remove from the body, it eject from the anus. It is the opening of the body that from which the undigested food are removed from the body. This is the last step of the nutrition. Okay, that is the complete digestion process that take place in human beings. Firstly, it starts from the mouth. The food is partially digested from the esophagus. It transfer to the stomach. In stomach, there are further digestion of the food take place, and then for the absorption it goes to the small intestine, and then the undigested food is transferred to the large intestine, and then it's stored into rectum, and then eject from the body from the anus. It is the complete digestion process that take place in the human beings. The last topic of this chapter is also that is ruminants. Ruminants are the basically plant eating animals. Okay, कौन से animals होते हैं? They are plant eating animals like cow, deer, etc. ठीक है, these types of animals that eat plants or mainly herbivores, they have fourth chamber in their stomach. Then when they eat food, then it from mouth it transfer to the first chamber, that is rumen, and then it transfer to the second chamber. From second chamber the food is come back to the mouth for the chewing. That process is called rumination. Okay, that is why these animals are called ruminants. From after the rumination, then it transferred to the third chamber and then fourth chamber for the further digestion of the food, and then absorption and assimilation and digestion process are also take place in the body of these ruminants animal. This is the last topic of this chapter. I hope you understand these topics. Thanks and have a good day.